Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse here in downtown Indianapolis. A hot start for the Indiana Fever in this one. Obviously the focal point for the Fever franchise this season. The presence of Caitlin Clark, or lack thereof. This marks the 4th consecutive game she will have missed with that left groin injury, including the Commissioner's Cup. 8th regular season game that she's been out, 9 including that Commissioner's Cup. And it goes without saying, her presence is paramount for this Fever team. 88 points per game the team is averaging with Caitlin Clark on the floor, 78 points per game with her not on the floor. That's a substantial difference. Assist numbers for the team are down as well a tick, as is 3-point percentage. So it goes without saying just how impactful she is. But in the last few games against the Dallas Wings, and most notably the Commissioner's Cup final against the Minnesota Lynx, this team has found something and able to play a little bit better. Stephanie White before the game saying, first and foremost, defensively it's been a lot better. Activity and awareness has been great, protecting the paint, and offensively more players are touching the basketball. The ball's been moving better, and it's a great sight to see. So obviously you'd rather have Caitlin Clark on the floor than off of it, with this Fever team finding something here of late.
Dominic, thank you, and it's good to have Dom with us here on loan from our partner at WTHR. We'll have Kelsey Casper back with us here soon, and that has been a frustrated look for Caitlin Clark. You know, it is really frustrating for her to have to watch these games from the sideline.
Well, she's doing everything she can and anything the trainers will allow her to do so she can get back and healthy. Playing the long run here, long game.
That shot clock winding down again, and the Fever have forced 2 shot clock violations in the opening 3:08s.
And to Dom's point about pace and scoring being 10 points difference without Caitlin, I think the person most affected by that is Aaliyah Boston. And Aaliyah Boston's an all-star and still having an incredible season, but her scoring's down 33% without Caitlin Clark, according to her hoop stats.
Take a look at our Central Indiana Ford dealers first quarter summary. Indiana shooting it well, and they're holding Las Vegas to just 26% from the field. That last bucket from Michaela Timpson. For more on the Fever rookie, check in with our sideline reporter, Dominic Miranda.
Yeah, Pat, I had a chance to cover Timpson when she was with Florida State when I was a sports anchor down in Tallahassee. What struck me was her finishing ability, her ability to be in the right place at the right time, her tireless work ethic. I was talking to Fever GM Amber Cox before the season. She made it clear to me, we feel like we got a steal with Michaela Timpson in this past WNBA draft. She puts herself in advantageous positions around the basket. It's been a joy to watch her growth thus far this season, getting more minutes here as well.
Dom, she's long and athletic. She's going to figure out all the schemes. She's a quick learner. She's a hard worker. She's a tremendous teammate. And all of those things and qualities and the character that she plays with are going to allow her to be a pro for a long time in this league.
And to Dom's point, she was the 19th pick in the 2025 draft. So the Fever got her midway through the second round. As Sophie Cunningham draws the offensive foul.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse here in downtown Indianapolis. The Fever seemingly cannot miss a 22-point lead here at the halftime break. Coming into this season, the big thing, the big priority for the Indiana Fever, veteran leadership and championship experience. Well, look no further than former Las Vegas Aces guard Sydney Colson, the 2-time champ, a welcomed addition to this Fever team, especially in the absence of Caitlin Clark. She spoke to us about why she chose Indiana and why it was the right decision.
Inbound pass stolen by Colson, pass break layup, and she puts it in off the backboard left side.
I think it just felt like it was time to shake something up in my life, and I had some relationships with players on the team already, just playing with them other times or just hearing great things about them from mutual friends. And then once Stephanie was hired and once I met Amber Cox and we went to dinner, it just felt like the right thing. It just felt like the right thing at the right time.
Colson, left elbow, slash.
All the players on our team and people associated with our team, like we have a platform now and there's a lot of good that we can do with it. And yeah, it just feels good to be in women's sports at this time. Like it's a very, proud moment, especially for somebody who's been in the league since 2011, just to see the strides that the league has taken and see the pride that players have to be a part of it is just really awesome. My leadership style, I'd say I'm a servant leader. I try to make sure that I'm putting other people before myself a lot or just looking out for their interests. And and making sure that they feel like I care about them, because I think that's generally when you can get the most out of people, when they feel like there's some foundation of respect and care, and then we can move to holding one another accountable, to pushing one another without feelings getting hurt, and just working toward the same thing, which for our team is obviously a championship.
And it's taken away by Colson. Here comes Indiana in transition. Colson, left lane, layup, good off glass.
We're ready to go a little bit, but we still got to get some stuff done. Let's laugh a little bit, get beyond the pain that maybe we're feeling in our body, and remember what we're all working for. But I just like to have fun with the people that I'm doing stuff with, and I can tell that this team is very jovial, very lighthearted, but very intense at the same time in a good way.
One thing's for sure, this Fever team is having all sorts of fun right now. We'll see if they can get it done over Sydney Colson's former team. A 22-point lead at the halftime break. That'll make you feel good. We'll be back after this.
Let's check in with a defensive specialist. Breon January is with our Dominic Miranda.
Coach, your largest halftime lead of the season, shooting nearly 70%, almost 30 points in the paint. What is working? You seemingly get anything you want in this game.
We're really disciplined to the details, and we're playing with a high effort. It's just, we've been preaching this all season, being very disciplined and intentional with our actions on both ends of the floor. We're doing that, and it's a high level of activity all over the place. I'm really proud of the girls.
What can you say about the energy, especially defensively, holding them to under 30% shooting?
To hold this team, that's a huge deal. But like I said, their physicality, their activity has been stifling, and we got to continue that on for 20 more minutes.
Thanks, Coach.
Fever closed the first half on a 25-7 run, and this 22-point lead is their largest.
There are 4 Olympians on the Las Vegas roster. Indiana doesn't need her.
Mitchell is the subject of our Indiana Workers Going to Work feature. Let's check in with Dominic Miranda.
And what's most impressive about Kelsey Mitchell is that she is the epitome of consistency. With Caitlin Clark on the floor, 19.1 points per game. Without her, 18.7. The importance of her presence, consistency, and leadership. Stephanie White couldn't say enough good things about the way she gets downhill. And before Erin McDonald joined the team, she was the only one that could get downhill like that. And her decision-making has improved as well. 7 assists and 30 points against the Wings, and then 6 assists here tonight. Really impressive out of Kelsey Mitchell.
You think I can convince her about that GoPro idea?
Maybe in a practice.
I'd like to see what it looks like. What does she see? How does she see? And how fast does it happen? It's hard to simulate it. It's just so explosive. No one like her in a W.
Well, there are numerous players that you could choose for. Player of the game, Kelsey Mitchell led the Fever in scoring with 25, and she gets an interview with our Dominic Miranda.
Kelsey, you led this game wire to wire. You held the Aces to under 30% shooting. A complete team win. What was the story tonight?
I think the back-to-back was really big for us because we played 2 big teams, and I think for us it was about making sure we defend for the whole game, and I think that's what you guys saw to get us the points that we got.
You mentioned it, back-to-back dominant wins over 2 of the most talented teams in the W. A little swagger, a little maturity, a little poise. What's it say about this team?
I think there's a lot of resilience, a lot of perseverance within our group. We're all selfless. We all want for each other, and so for us, that's what's important. You can't get too high, can't get too low. We got to stay right in the middle.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, a really nice night offensively here for Indiana, Debbie, but the storyline is Indiana's tenacious defense. They hold back-to-back opponents under 60 points.